Hello everybody, my name is Coolblood. I'm bringing out this video of me playing a board game, and today I'm going to continue my saga of playing through Clinic. I will play through all the modules. I will. It's determination. But anyway, but for those who are joining me for this journey, welcome. For those who don't know, I've been playing through I'm trying to play through all the modules for Clinic without going through the campaign. I'll go through the campaign later at some other time. But for now, let me start the background music. I am not going to play boring hospital music, especially for those who are watching the series straight through. I'm going to play some alternative music. Maybe a little bit more upbeat than normal. So my apologies ahead of time. I'll try to keep it not all that exciting, but we'll start with this song here. Hopefully it's not too distracting here. Let me get the volume. I think there should be okay. Anyway, so Clinic. We're going to go into the fourth extension. The fourth extension has one module, as told. Where did my... Oh no. Oh, I'll put it away. Heck. 1 second. I am super prepared here. It has the... Here we go. Here's my little manifest that I always talk about. And this one has the module for the basement. So this is the basement module. So where are we? Oh, we are here. Oh, first I'm gonna bring up this. This is the little manifest list that I always bring up so we can take a look at together here. But as you can see here, we're on extension 4, and extension 4 is just the basement, where we had the boiler room, the locker room, and the strange laboratory, or Dr. Funkenstein's laboratory it's just called. And the visual for that one is here. It's there for the basement, so we're gonna be playing with those. All right, cool. So this is the box for it. The box, the box was full of packing material and the extension. No worries, I had the extension out of it, but it gives you this nice little slim box, so I guess it's cool for storage or some other stuff. So in the fourth extension, what modules you have in this one is essentially you will have the basement. The basement, it'll give you these boards in each player color, so 4 player boards for the basement, dropping stuff apparently. And the basement has a few special rules. Note that you lose 1 victory point per thing that you build down here, except for the building tile. So it's a little bit weird. Sorry, this is the -1 floor. I interpreted that incorrectly, my apologies. But you're not allowed to build any modules down here, and you're not allowed to build any features down here except for entrances. I do want to point out that if you look at the board here, this section here very clearly shows entrances are one of the things that you're not allowed to build down here with the little X over there. But I have confirmed through Board Game Geek and through some of the other rules clarification questions that I could find that you can build entrances there. Also, the way the wording reads on one of these rules, it implies that you can build entrances down here and also have spots for entrances. So if you couldn't, that would be weird. So anyway, so long story short, the rulebook says you're not allowed to build anything down there except for the basement tiles, but I will interpret that differently because it makes more sense if I do. Okay, so as far as the modules go though, just to kind of continue the thread on that one. As far as the modules go, or this module go for the basement, you have more spaces to build. These can only have basement tiles, and the basement tiles are these 3 options here. I'll choose by random. I get 2 of these to be able to be available to build, and this is different from the special double tiles in extension 5, but these tiles will do different things. So first one you have is the gym, and the gym is pretty neat because you can essentially walk a doctor through it, and if you walk a doctor through it, then they go up by 1 level. So a white goes to yellow, a yellow goes to orange, and an orange goes to red, and a red stays red. You can do that up to twice during your time phase. It's when that triggers. And we'll talk more about how people get to the basement in a second. The next one is Dr. Funkenstein's laboratory. And what Dr. Funkenstein's laboratory does is whenever you have 2 patients of the same color enter this room and walk through this room, they will get 1 level worse, and then they must immediately go to their respective places. So I can have somebody from cardiology and somebody from psychology enter that room. As long as they're the same color, they'll get worse by 1 level, and then I have to immediately put them in the correct rooms so they don't lose their memory. Also, you can only do this once per movement phase as determined by that 1X that was up there. And then finally, we have the boiler room, which I think is the coolest room, in my opinion. So I hope I get this one. The boiler room, essentially, nobody can, people can walk through it, but nobody can end their turn in there, so nobody can stay in there. Nobody can stay in any of these rooms, by the way. Just want to clarify. But in the boiler room, every building that's above it no matter what floor it's on, any building that's directly above it, you no longer have to pay the cost for the module, and you no longer have to pay the employees that are in there because the boiler room is so warm and they're so nice and warm. So if you have a level 4 doctor, which is a red doctor, so let me just give an example. If I have the boiler room built here, and this space here is directly, oh, sorry, these two spaces here are directly above this space, because it's the basement, this is the first floor, or 0th floor, this is the first floor. If I have a building that's set up like so, actually, I can get myself together here. And I have a red doctor in here, and I have a yellow doctor in here, like so. Normally my cost, if I did not have the boiler room, my cost during my admin phase would be 1, 2, 3 for the tiles, and then +2 for the yellow, and then +4 for the red. So that would be $9. Nope, that's not right. Yeah, it's $9. That'll be $9 total to pay them their costs. With the boiler room will make this room, or everything in this spot, cost 0. So that means that my cost during my upkeep is 1 for this room, and then any basement tile you have is $3 a piece. So 3 for this. So that's $4 total in my total upkeep. So basically my upkeep would have, assuming that I had this tile not in the right spot, it would be 9 + 3, so 12 versus 3 + 1, 4. So that would be my upkeep. And that does include people's payment. That does include the module payment. I think it does not include parks. I think it specifically calls out parks as ones that do not include, are not included in that. So you still have to pay for your parks, like the normal cost as a module. But otherwise, it's pretty neat. So some other rules that are very important for the basement is that the basement, it exists. You can build in if you want to. You can only build in the basement on turns 2, 4, and 6, as you can tell by a little side over there. And it gives you an extra build. So once per turn during those phases, you can build a basement tile. To be more specific, you have the ability to build 1 basement tile during your entire round 2. You're not allowed to build 2 or 3 basement tiles during round 2. You can only build 1 total. You do not have to, but if you do, you can only do it once during one of your builds, and it counts as an extra build. So it's in addition to your other builds. That's pretty neat. And at the end of the game, each basement tile is worth $4. 4 victory points a piece. And then also, I mentioned something about the movement. So if somebody is going to move between basement tiles, and I don't know if I can make this, sure. Let's say you have this going on, to where you have the workout room here. Actually, let me get the proper name. You have the locker room here, which is what the doctors can increase their levels with, and then you have Dr. Funkenstein's laboratory here. During my movement phase, if I had another functioning hospital over here, or hopsicle, as some people like to say it. Actually, wait, can people walk in the boiler room? Let me double check. Yeah, the rulebook doesn't. I don't see where the rulebook says you're not allowed to walk into the boiler room, so you can still walk through it. So yeah, whatever. It doesn't matter. We will get this like so. Then we'll build that there. Okay. So what I'm doing is I'm building 2 hospitals. So I have a functional hospital here for psychology and a functional hospital here for cardiology. And if I wanted to get my doctor from here to over there during my movement phase, I can do 1 and then 2. 3. Oh. Makes it more effective. Sorry, start over. So let's assume this is our board state. If I want to get my doctor from here to there, then I can do 1 and then 2, 3, 4. So what that's showing is that I can move between these 2 spots as like a nice little corridor or hallway. It's pretty neat. There is a corridor or hallway, not to confuse these tiles with that, in the 5th extension. But we'll talk about that later. But I'm just trying to show that you can use this to kind of chain your stuff together, make like an underground walkway. You can also have entrances here on the side, like I mentioned earlier. And those entrances are useful because you can have patients enter your hospital through there. So for instance, if you had Dr. Funkenstein's laboratory down here, and you had 2 orange patients, you can have those orange patients enter into your hospital through this entrance. So this one's for cardiology, this one's for psychology. They can enter this room, they would turn red, and then you can send them to their correct places. And that's kind of a neat way for you to possibly, like, you know, farm up some points and rush your points if you want to do that. So there's a lot of really cool, neat things that this gives you with just a kind of a basic, straightforward module. So I do like these modules. I'm just gonna spoil it before we start. Okay, cool. So enough of the review. That one took only 10 minutes, so we're not that bad. There's not really nothing else in this game, so I'm playing basically a vanilla version of the game with the basement extension. So I guess I'm not playing a vanilla version. And that's just to let you know that I'm not gonna play with anything else. So you can just get a feel for what the basement does, because the goal is to play the extension as listed in the box, or extensions as listed in the box, and get a feel for it just kind of by itself. And then later on I'll worry about mixing and matching and figuring out cool combinations. But okay, cool. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into yet another boring game of Clinic. The good kind of boring, in my opinion. All right, so we have our stuff set up here. We have our 3 white doctors, 1 yellow doctor for me, and so 3 white doctors, 2 yellows, 1 orange, and they will go in their doctor's bag. Also, I may need to turn the music down a little bit too upbeat here for our boring hospital. All right, so there's our doctors. The patients, we have 9 white, 6 yellow, 3 orange, and 1 red. Yep. So get them in their bags. And then for our tiles here, we're gonna have 2 of these modules total. So we're gonna roll 2 dice, 1 red, 1 orange. Oh, sorry, 1 red, 1 yellow. We're gonna count yellow first and then count red, going clockwise. Let's say yellow first. Yellow first, red second. Okay, yellow first. So 1, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, cool. I get the operation room finally. And then we're gonna go here. So these are the ones that I've completed already in previous games, or attempted, I should say, in previous games. I don't know, it doesn't matter if I won or not. Yeah, those ones I attempted. So I'm taking those ones out, and I'm gonna take my 2 like normal. Oh, before we do, I do get to know what these are. So we're gonna do the same thing for this. We've got to choose 2. So I'm gonna roll 2 dice, and we're gonna do red first, yellow second, going clockwise. Like that. So red first, so 10. Wow, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then yellow, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey, we got the boiler room. Woo! We got the 2 useful rooms, in my opinion. All right, cool. So we're all selected. Now we get to choose this. Oops. 1, 2. I don't like these. I don't like these at all. Especially since I don't have Dr. fucking Steen's laboratory. This one's doable with the fact that I have the locker room. So I'm gonna do this one. The $200 one, like I know it's doable, but like man, it's kind of difficult. I mean, I guess it's not that difficult. I'm just gonna be scoring a low amount of points. Question is, do I think I can do I want to keep this in the rotation? Because if I play it now, I don't have to play it later. I think this one's harder to do unless I have a specific situation. And I have the doctors. I have an operation room. I feel like this is a good time to try this one. So I'm gonna go for this goal. And for those who are wondering what I'm doing, so with these module playthroughs I'm doing, just in case this is your first video, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to play through the modules. My rules for that are to try to interact with the modules. There's only 1 module here, so it's not that difficult. It was a little bit more difficult than some of the previous ones. Try to interact with the modules, get a feel for what they do, and then see how they affect the game, and then talk about them at the end. And this here is when you're playing solo in this game. You have a goal, and if you achieve that goal, then you get to score positive points, as in you score points. If you do not achieve that goal, you score exactly 0. That's just the way I've been playing it. These are goals that I've done in previous games, whether I achieved them or not. I'm taking them out of rotation so I can keep it nice and fresh. And also, this is kind of a beat your own score, but there's a goal, so it's a little bit less boring. And yeah, so that's kind of the gist of it. So I'm not able to build these until rounds 2 and 6, or sorry, 2, 4, and 6. And I've selected my goal. I have my car here and my other thing. And the last thing I'll do is I'll select one of these, and then I'll set up the rest of the stuff. I don't know if the rulebook specifies if you're supposed to do it in this order, but I like doing this order because it keeps me from metagaming too hardcore, you know? So this is like a fun way for me to kind of do it. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So low and high. So this is low, this is high. And we got low. We always get low. We always get low. Alright. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4. This one's out. And we have a parking lot, or we can get a patient to start with. So it would have been a good time to have $200 or go for the $200 goal, huh? I'm going to eventually build a parking lot, so I think it'll be a nice idea to get a parking lot at the start so I can save a build. Although I feel like I might run out of money here. This feels like a run out of money situation. But I definitely want to build a hospital where the rooms are kind of stacked, and the way I want to do it is I want to have the modules over here because I don't think I'll need anybody standing in this room. So I'll have the hub over here to the side, and I'll have the supply room on top because the supply room can hold an orderly, and the idea is that I'll be able to put an orderly in that room, and then I don't have to pay for the orderly or the module. And I feel like that'll be a cheaper way to do it, kind of an effective way to line up with the boiler room, which I definitely want to build as soon as possible. So I'm gonna build my hospital, my starting hospital like this. For those who don't know, especially if you have questions about it, I learned through my playthroughs and finally searching that you are allowed to build on the 0th floor and 1st floor on your initial build for $0, and then you get your initial $15, and then you build your thing. That's very relieving, very good to hear, I should say. Man, words are difficult. Because it allows me to kind of metagame, if you will. Anyway, so the goal here is to build a hospital that I have the boiler room for, and it's going to be, the boiler room's going to have to be here then. And actually, no, I can make the boiler room go here, and if I make the boiler room go this way, then that gives me the room to make another thing here, and that means I can put another hospital here and connect it. And then if I really want to, I can build a hospital here too. So I have a hospital here, hospital here, hospital here. That's going to give me 16 points at the end of the game. It might be worth it. We'll see how things shake out. I don't know what my money situation will look like, but first and I will need at least 3 functional rooms to work that. So maybe at the very end I'll build it, because I do want to build up to take advantage of the boiler room that I'm eventually going to have. So all that goes along with to say, I'm trying to like plan out my building here. The only problem is that if I'm trying to get it all stacked above each other, let's see. Let me space this out. If I put the boiler room here, then it allows me to build some stuff up here. And then I can build this like that, and then have a connection. No, the connection would be here. I don't like that. I don't like that. The problem that I have is I want to be able to have entrances down here. And if I shift this down and shift this down, I'm not going to be able to take advantage of those entrances the way I want to. I could do this instead. Like, it's a similar thing, it's just over here instead, and it gives me maximum entrances. I can saturate with entrances, and then still do the same thing, and then be able to take advantage of the entrance down here. Okay, alright, I think I'll settle with that. And then eventually I'll build... Well, I'll still have to build a hospital here, won't I? I can build one here. Yeah, I can do this instead. Ah, this is so awkward. Why would this be smack dab in the middle of the gosh darn... Okay, fine. Alright. We are committing to this as much as I don't want to, because I feel like this is a good plan. And the idea is that we're going to do this. And then we're going to do that. And then we're going to build another hospital here, another hospital here. So that means our parking lot needs to go... Ooh, I like that. I can build a park here, and then treatment room, and then the rest of the stuff. Okay, that's a good plan. The only drawback is I'm gonna be hurting for entrances here. If I did that instead. Yeah, let's do that instead. Well, if I do this, I want to have one entrance, and I want to have at least two. Okay, yeah. I think this is our plan. Okay, initial build done. All right, enough flummoxing around, whatever that means. So that's my initial build. I'm committing to that. Oh, I gotta build my parking lot. My parking lot will be... Man, I love this Lazy Susan. I also have a larger Lazy Susan. Not this relevant for this video. But look, I have a large Lazy Susan. Why? Because, I don't know. It was on Amazon, it was cheap. Okay, so we got that correct. Because we're going to build a park here. And we'll have cars, 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 cars. I still don't like this idea. I mean, I can build... I can't build that way. This basement is already making the game difficult. What if I did this instead? I guess the idea is I'm trying to maximize these entrances down here, but will I need them is the question. Like, if I have them up here, will I need them down here? Because if I don't need them... If I don't need them down here, the idea is that I can just do this instead, and then build a normal building situation. Have these two connected, have these ones connected by conveyors, and just live my life that way. That'll give me a lot of more space for parking. My single park idea will only work for these two, which I guess will only be the only ones in operation, or I can build the single park over here. I mean, the only true benefit of having the 3 rooms like that is that I can build a single park here and take advantage of that. So okay, all right, enough going back and forth. I'm gonna stick with this. I'll let future me worry about my consequences. So I will build this parking lot here, and we will now start with our car here. We will now start our game. Whew, that was a sticky planning situation. I don't know how that came out of my hand, but here we are. Actually, sorry, I'm gonna redraw. Alright, anything that's close to the tip of my finger goes to psychology, and further away from the tip of my finger goes to not psychology. So, orange, yellow. Okay, initial doctors. So I will need at least 6 doctors by the end of this. I do not have an outpatient room. I don't have any other ways to treat people. I'll probably need a good number of nurses. And I should not be afraid to hire pretty expensive doctors. And also, considering that I have a locker room, I can level up doctors and do some cool level up shenanigans. The main thing is that by round 4, I really need to start thinking about what my end game is going to look like. Because I need to treat 2 orange, 2 yellow, and 2 red patients, but on round 6. So I need to be fully functional. I need to have that, so I have to plan ahead. So I'm kind of building backwards here. Or planning backwards. So yeah. Alright, game start. So it doesn't matter where I put this, does it? So what will be my first thing to do? English. Kind of miss my boring hospital music. This is a little bit too upbeat for me, for this theme of game, you know. But hey, we've already committed. So I want to build up. The question is, do I want to do I think I do want to do initial builds. I'm not going to be able to have the boiler room, but the idea is that I want to give myself a nice starting basis, and there's an orange, so if I can heal that orange patient, that'll be a good start. I can also get a white doctor nurse, and then get another nurse. Or I can get both of those. Well, no, maybe, because then that doctor turn red next turn. Okay, how about this? How about I get both the orange and the yellow patient into my hospital? And the yellow patient will pay for my bills now. The orange patient will turn red. That doctor will turn red, and then I'll be able to heal them next round. Okay. This is a potentially solvable puzzle, which is one of the cool things about the game, in my opinion, especially since I played it so much. So we're gonna do a build. We're gonna build an entrance like normal, and we are going to build a park. So an entrance for $2 and then a park for $2, so I get $1 back. So park and an entrance. The earlier you can build the park, the more it will pay for itself. Oh my gosh. There we go. Okay. So that's it for that build. And now we're going to move on to the second one. We're going to draw some peeps. Some hacientes. Ooh, got 2 oranges already. Okay. I think I want to hire for sure. Cause I can build an operation room. Can I? Oh, it needs to be next to a hub. Oh man. Well, I corner myself on that. Unless I want to build that second building right now. Cause the operation room will allow me to have a. Well, I don't have enough. Yeah, the operation room would have allowed me to take a nurse and a white doctor and then heal somebody in that room, but it will cost me more money, so I don't want to build this yet. So I guess it worked out. I can also get the this room built here because I need to build something here, which will allow me to build on the next floor for some stuff. And having this room built can let me level up a doctor. I'm trying to think if it's worth the cost though. Well, it's too. I cannot undo because I've already drawn stuff in the back, so I guess I can just ignore that for now. All right, next turn I'll probably do build, and then hire, since I'll have the red patient. At least that's what I hope. So I need to be able to heal the yellow patient, which means that I will want the white doctor. Oh. Oh no. Can a white patient pay for this? Gives me $8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is my expenses right now. And that'll be 6, 7. I can get an orderly. And that'll reduce my cost by a little bit. Reduce my cost by $2. Ah, my brain. This hurts already. Okay. I don't want to hire the orange doctor because I have plans for that orange doctor to heal the red patient next time. So what we're going to do is we are going to take this, we're going to hire for 2 and then hire for 2, so $4. We're going to get our 2 cars. Go, 2 cars. And then we'll move on to the next round, or next phase, which I have to admit patients now. Which I will be able to heal the yellow. And white, yellow, unfortunate. But I have enough movements for this. So I want to admit the orange patient and I want the yellow patient. And I have 1, 2, 3 Q points. So we're going to admit patients. We're going to do 1, then swap for 2, and then take for 3. So 2 psychology patients. And that's going to be it. We're going to draw more patients. Nice, another orange one in there. Oh, I also have to make sure I manage my patients because I want to make sure I have the right colors for the end because I need to be able to heal red, red, yellow, yellow, and orange, orange at the end of the game. So that means I have to properly incubate my patients, I have to properly heal my patients, but also make sure I stay afloat money-wise. So getting the boiler room is going to be extremely vital. So that way I can kind of reduce my costs and kind of survive off of that for a few turns. So I need $6 for the next round to build the boiler room. And I would like a little bit of money to be able to work with, but it looks like I'm not going to... Oh, I need at least $4. I might have chosen poorly. We'll find out in the next episode of Dragon Ball Z. Sorry, it's getting more lethargic as we go, huh? Alright, so let's go and move on to the movement phase. We're going to admit both patients. So 1, 2. And then doctor's gonna go 3. Doctor's gonna go 4. And then nurse is gonna go 5. So that's 5 time. And we're only gonna heal the yellow patient. So 5 time. And we are going to heal the yellow patient for 12. Gives us $12. Oh, sorry. $12, my apologies. And now that we've done that, we pay for expenses. So we're going into the business phase. We're paying our people. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I lose $7. And then I can choose to buy victory points. I want to buy none because I need all the money I can get. And that's going to be it for this phase. Now we move on to the admin phase. These go back in the bag. Scooch forward. Whoops. And this goes back up. This doctor becomes red, which is good. I need them for next round. And this oh, nope, nobody gets worse, but this orange patient becomes red. And then, I think that's it. Yep, that's it. So next round, round 2. So I can now, at this round, buy one of these as an additional build. So I will go ahead and start by doing my build. So let me go ahead and start the build. And that build is going to be the boiler room for sure. Going to go right there, $6. And I have 2 builds left because that's an additional build. So those 2 builds, I'm going to build... I can only build a thing for $2, can't I? I can build another entrance so I can start admitting patients. But I don't think that's going to really help too much. I'm just going to save that... Oh man, am I really just building one thing? Ah, I'm wasting a turn. No. No. My efficiency. See, the problem is I can get a doctor and a nurse, which will give me a lot of flexibility. But it means that I'm sacrificing 2 builds right now. Which means I literally only did that build just to build the boiler room. So I don't know if that was truly worth it, to be honest. Like, I can forego a nurse because I don't need the nurse right now. I can forego a nurse and try to get another entrance. Or I can start building another hospital. I'm not going to be able to build the 2nd floor room that I wanted to build, which would have been this, because I'm short by $1. Because I need $4 to buy that doctor, and only have $2 to spare. Oh, speaking of which, I need to put a doctor up here. Oh, if this comes out orange? Oh no, it won't. There's only 1 orange doctor, never mind. Well, actually, oh, that came out yellow. So I can actually treat this red patient if I get another nurse and a doctor. I still need $4, never mind. Never mind. Yeah, I'm still in the same situation I was before. Oh no. This is tough. Alright, looks like we're wasting those last 2 builds. That's unfortunate. We call that poor planning. I mean, I can get by... Oh, okay, hold on. I'm gonna hold on to one of those builds. No, I want the nurse. Because the nurses and everybody can hang out here and give me a lot of points. Okay, I'm going to forego those 2 builds for nurses instead, and then I'll build up some of the stuff as I go along. Because I could build an entrance, which will give me more patience to kind of hold on to and incubate. But I don't want to drain my patient pool that fast, so we're not going to do that. So we're done with our build. We're going to draw yellow-orange, or sorry, yellow, white-yellow. We're going to hire. Then we're going to get this doctor for 4, this doctor for 2, this nurse for 2. Also, I need an extra car, don't I? So $6 total. I need 3 cars, please. So this goes here. And this one will go... I don't have to build a 2nd hospital. Actually, no, I do. Well, so I don't have to build a 2nd hospital in the middle. If I build the boiler or the gym on round 4 here, then that would give me a way to get some more entrances. But if I just build stuff around the edge like normal, like if I build something connecting over here, I think I have all the entrances I need. So it might be overzealous for me to have so many entrances, especially considering that I need to preserve my patients anyway. So knowing that information, I'm going to park my cars in relatively safe areas over here. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So six cars, 6 patients, 6 doctors and nurses and stuff. Okay. So that's my hire action. And now we're going to add in 1 more patient. And we're going to admit patients, of course. We can do 3. So 1, 2, 3. And we're just going to take these 3. I should be able to deal with them. Actually, do I want to take those 3? Let me think. So let me count backwards. So I need a patient to be red on round 6. So that's red, orange, yellow, white. So that means that I need white patients. I need a white patient on round 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so at least round 3 I need a white patient. So there's plenty of white patients in there. I'm a little bit concerned about taking the orange patient now, but I mean, I guess having money will give me a lot of flexibility and I can buy some points for it. I'm floating the idea of just moving the orange patient back a turn. Or I can take these 3 and then try to plan with the rest. Okay, that's fine. Alright, so let me just take these 3. My key points will be taking all 3. That's going to be it for that. So now we move on to adding another patient. It's going to be a white. Of course, it's going to go back in the bag. And then we are going to go to our time phase. So here's where things are going to get interesting. So the doctor's going to go 1, and then 2, then 3, and then yellow's going to go 4. Actually, yellow's going to stay here. Orange is going to go 4. And there's no room for those 2. So that's 4 times spent. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now we're going to heal. So this white doctor can treat this orange patient with those 2 nurses there. So it's going to give me the ability to heal. So it's going to give me $20 and then $32 as well from the red patient. So it's going to be $52. So it should be enough money for the entire game for me to do stuff. So take 52. Just $52. And that's it for my treating phase. Now we go into my expenditures. So my expenditures are going to be, this is all 0. Oh, sorry, 3 for this, and then 4 for that. So $4 total. Great stuff. I love it. So I get, I'm going to, wait. Math is hard. I'm going to get $21 back. 1, 5, 10, 15, 21. There we go. So I got my $21 back. And cool. So the question is, how many points do I want to buy? I have an excessive amount of money. I want to buy another one of these. I don't need to get it now, but it would be nice to have the money available. I do also want to hire every doctor I can. I can try to build up to build my hospital, my functioning hospital stuff above this. So let me try to price that out, because these patients should be able to carry me through for the next round or 2 without having to admit patients. So I can get a build hire, or hire build, depends on how I want to do it. It would be nice to have an orderly as well to reduce my costs even more, especially when I start building the second hospital. So we'll see how that goes. But for right now, I'm going to need $3 for this, and then $8 for that. So I need $11 to build those things. I would like to get another entrance, and I have nowhere else to put entrances right now. So another entrance will be $2 more. Conveyors would be excellent, so I can have patients and doctors kind of convey around. So I do want a conveyor. I also want a conveyor network to go from here to here to here, because we're gonna build the upgrade place here. And I probably built this room functionally over here somewhere, or over here, maybe. Just depends on how I want to do that. Yeah, it would be better to build it over here, because I can get 3 more entrances if I need them. So that's going to be $2 more. And what I'm doing is I'm kind of, like I said, working backwards to plan out my money. So I think that means that I want to save this 10 just in case something weird happens. And... oh, I need to hire people, right? So if I want to hire... that's going to be 4 and 3, so 7. Also want an orderly if I can, so that's going to be 8. So that's about what I have here. I think I'm out of actions by that point. So I want $25 worth of points, so I want 21 points. I'll save $4, just in case, you know, for a rainy day, some overhead that I might not have accounted for. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I'm getting 21 divided by 3, so 7 points. Okay. And we do want a conveyor network. I don't know if I counted that in here, but I hope I did. I don't think I did. But I'm holding on to the rest of the money, because it gives me flexibility for later. Okay, so we're done with that. And that's great. That's been our expenses were fantastic. So now we're going to do the admin phase, and we're going to turn this into... this white patient turns yellow, this yellow patient turns orange. This red doctor turns orange. And these two clear out. This one turns orange. We're going to refill the doctor. Then we're going to put... oh, nope, no more patients. All right. We're going to move the round tracker. Okay. So round 3, look alive. All right. So we've already established that we can do build, hire. I can let those doctors kind of cook a little bit more so I can build up some stuff. So I might do build, emit patients. Actually, no, I don't want to do that. I want to do build, hire. So we're going to build. And we're gonna start building up. So we want to build this room, and we want to build a conveyor to it. So I'm going to build this room for $3, and I'm going to build a conveyor network. So it's going to be $5 total. So $3 for the room, and then $2 for the conveyor. So it's going to be $5 total. And we're going to do this. Oh, and this nurse. Oh, it does not go away. All right. So remove that. We're going to pull some patients. Oh, sorry. One more patient. Oh, red. Nice. We're going to do another build. And this build, we're going to build a conveyor for 2 and an entrance. And then 2 more for entrance. We're going to add more patients. 1 more patient. And then the final thing we're going to do is we're going to hire. And we're going to hire the white doctor and the nurse. No, white doctor and the orderly. So it's going to be 3 plus 1, so sorry, 2 plus 1, so 3. And I don't really need to make money right now, but I think I'll just heal the orange patient and then leave the yellow one. It'll pay for my expenses, give me some more headroom, and I can kind of recoup from there. 2 more cars, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cars. Sorry, 7, 8, 9 cars. So I have 6, 3 more. We'll do 1, 2, and 3. Okay. We're gonna move down here. We're gonna put in our last patient. We're gonna do some... Okay, all right. Sorry about the cut in the video, but apparently the everything just kind of went sideways. So let me start the music back at roughly, hopefully the same song at roughly the same part. But I rolled it back to be here so we can continue. I think it's the same song. Don't quote me on that. Anyway, so we're at our time phase. I don't know if I've added our time. I don't think I did. I think I did. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope, I lied. Sure. Okay, whatever. We'll keep it where it is. We'll keep it where it is. If I just added more time, my apologies. But we're gonna go through our time phase. My car check was done. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I should have 9 cars, and I should have 9 cars. So 4 plus 5. So that's gonna be 9. And I'm gonna do my time phase. So I'm spending 3 time total. I should be spending 3 time total. No. Yeah, 3 time. So 1, 2. And then 3, and then this doctor's gonna go conveyor, and this orderly is gonna go conveyor. So it's 3 time total. 2, 3. So I might have added an extra point, I don't know, but I feel like I'm doing okay enough in this game to where it probably won't make that big of a difference. Continuing along, now that we're all back here. Continuing along. What we're going to do is heal. I mentioned earlier that I missed the fact that I have a park here, so that means that I should have $4 extra, or sorry, at least $6 extra. But I want to forego that because I should have been paying attention. So this is going to be $20 plus 2 because there's a park there, so it's going to be $22. Which also means that last time around I could have done the thing I wanted to do, like build or not waste the build, but it's the consequence of not paying attention. The consequence of not paying attention to my parks. So $22, and then my upkeep is going to cost me so $4 for my upkeep. So I put in a 5, take out a 1. That's my hair gets everywhere. And I have all this money. Let's see, what do I want to do? So I want to build another functional hospital up here and some more conveyors. So build higher. Because I want to get doctors well, I have enough doctors to saturate actually. So probably build admitted patients. Because we established on round 4, I need to start having a white patient because the white from round 4 to round 5 will turn yellow, and then from round 5 to round 3. Oh, sorry, we're about to move into round 3. Oh, no, this is round 3. Oh, I'm behind the curve. Okay. So we need 2 reds, 2 oranges, and 2 yellows. In order to do that, oh man, I might have messed that up. Heck, I might have messed it up. Yeah, so if I want 2 reds by the end of the round, I can leave that red patient there, but it would be nice to heal them to help pay for stuff. So I've already paid for my expenses, so it's just money extra. All right, well, let me logic together this. So if I get 2 yellow patients, which I can do, then I'll be able to do that. But I need the capacity to heal 6 patients. So that means that I will need to build a second hospital to do so. I can build rooms here, but I will not be able to build a functional hospital up here unless I extend and build something else over here. And it will just be a better idea just to build another hospital altogether over here. In the space that I have etched out for it, or I can build it over here. I think over here makes more sense. Because then I can build the workout room for the doctors here, and then get a conveyor over there. But if I build it over here instead, I'll be able to have the treatment room be right next to another park and get some more money. It'll be more efficient. It'll be more efficient. It's just a challenge. Because like it'll be more efficient if I do it here, or I can even build it here where I originally wanted to build it. I'm just gonna move this car. Let me see. Do I have 8? I should have 8 now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes. So this car goes away. So I can build it here and then smack dab in the middle of everything, and then stick with my original plan of building a little thing here. And that gives me 2 more entrances to use. That gives me the park. That also gives me this entrance, which I think is net gain the same, because if I build it here instead, it's going to give me 3 entrances and none down here. And still the same corridor, and I have to build a park, whereas if I do it here, it's going to still give me 3 entrances. Okay, I think that's a better plan. So, That said, I need $4 for that. And then I want to build a conveyor to over here. Oh, I just thought about that. I'm not going to be able to get the conveyors to line up. Ouch. That hurts. Alternatively, I can build the treatment room. Oh man, that hurts. So what I'm going on about right now is that if I want the conveyor to go from this building to the next building, they have to be in alignment. I can't just make it diagonal. So that means that my other option is to build it up here where it's inconvenient, or build it over here where it's not as efficient. That's tough. Oh, also my upkeep is only $1 because I have a orderly. I forgot about that. So I am owed $3. There we go. Okay, so I have $21 left. Nice. Okay. I mean, that's 7 more points. So if I'm doing build, and I want to build something functional here, and a conveyor to it, so it's going to be $8 and then 2. So it's going to be 10. And then I do want to hire a doctor. Actually, do I want to hire a doctor? Yeah, because he's going to level. This one's going to level up to be a yellow, or to be a orange. Yeah, so they're going to be an orange doctor for me. I think I want to build an entrance. If I want to build an entrance, that means I need to build the other hospital. Although I'm going to be building the other oh, I forgot about the basement tile. Okay, cool. Good catch. So it's going to be $10 for this. Sorry, $10 for this entire build. And then I have an extra build of 6, so 16. I don't have enough money for that right now, so I need at least $1 to go over to do those builds. Because that's going to be module, conveyor, and I have one more build left, which I can do entrance with. Which once I build the basement tile here, I can do an entrance there. So did we establish that I'm doing that? Yes, we did we? I think we did. I hate this. Is the $2? Is the extra $2 worth it? Is a big question. I don't think the extra $2 is worth it. Meaning that it's probably a good idea to just do it here, because the inconvenience here is great. So I'm gonna build the other hospital this way, with the treatment room being here, the hub being there, and then the supply room being there. So it's gonna reduce the cost of my next build. So I should have enough money to cover it, plus the basement. So it's gonna be $6 plus $5. So it's gonna be $11. So I have $4 left over. I can get a doctor. A red doctor. I can get a nurse. I want the conveyor still. So that's going to be 6 plus 4 plus 2. So 11. Nope, 6 plus 5. Because 6 plus 5. So 11. And then conveyor 12, 13. Entrance 14, 15. So it's all $15. I want to hire that doctor for 4, and I want to get a nurse. I can get another orderly, but I'll get another nurse for 3. So I'm gonna buy 3 points, please. Lots of thought goes into that. I know. Almost too much thought. All right, we're all done. So round 3, loop. Oh man. Oh, cool. They cost the same. Oh, yeah, that goes up. That goes down. It's clear. And then this doctor goes to yellow now. think I almost have enough nurses to like not really care what the patient color is. This patient becomes orange. He's all scooch. This one becomes red. This doctor goes from white to orange because of the room, and then I also get a victory point for that. All right, looking good, looking good. So now we're in the next round. So round 4, oh, doctor. Gonna put a doctor up there. There's only 2 doctors left in the bag. Okay, so now I really need to start considering how I'm gonna set myself up for round 6. So I need 2 reds, 2 oranges, and 2 yellows. So round 5, I want to have 2 white patients. This round I want 2 white patients as well. So I think I need the patients that are there. If I take all the patients that are there, so this is going to be white to yellow, yellow to orange. So 2 white patients will give me an orange on this round. 2 yellow patients will give me a red. And then I need 2 yellow patients somehow. So I don't think I'm going to omit patients. I'm just going to wait to see what comes out. So let me do my builds first because I know I want to do the builds. So we're going to do a build. We're going to build the locker room. So we're going to spend $6. And we are going to build it here as we established. And that's a free build. Now my actual builds are going to be to build a patient room here. A treatment room for $2 plus 1 because I'm building this upstairs. So that's going to be $3. And then I'm building a hub down here for $2. So we're going to line that up like that. So that way you can conveyor orderly over there. That's all we really need. And then we're building I put the 5 in. So we're going to get a hub as well. And that hub is going to be for... I guess we can make the hub for psychology. And then put my cardiology up here. That'd be fine. No, I want to diversify. I want the ability to be able to treat patients in both spots. So we'll build the cardiology down here. So I spent the $5 for that. So it's going to be 2, 2, 1, so 5. And that's my free build plus these builds. Cool. So we're done with that. Patients. Yellow, orange. All right, we're gonna build again. So I'm thinking about capacity. Okay, we're gonna build a conveyor. Oh, also you're not allowed to build conveyors in your basement. I don't know if I told you that before, but if I didn't, there you are. So we're gonna build a conveyor, and we're gonna build a entrance. Very small, meager builds, I know, but they'll give me more flexibilities. So we'll build an entrance here. Oh my gosh. And we'll build a conveyor there. And that cost me $4. Okay. And we add more patients. Patient bag is running a little bit thin here. One more patient. It's gonna be another yellow. Okay, cool. All right, so we can do this. So I'm gonna emit. I'm gonna go ahead and emit patients, or I can get staff. Let me get staff. This orange can pay for this, right? This is gonna be 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is gonna be 22. 10 minus 3, 7. So I'm gonna have a little bit of money left over. What I'm considering doing is I'm considering hiring, letting those go back in the bag. No, I need the white patients now. Okay, never mind. Yeah, I need the white patients now so they can become reds. So I'm gonna emit patients. And we're gonna do 1, 2, And these are gonna be for my reds. Oh, I need to build parking lots too. Oh man, I almost forgot about that. And then we have 1, 2, 3. We have 5 key points. So 1, 2, and then I don't like that. And then 3 is to swap those two. Well, nope, that wasn't right. Sorry. 3 is to swap these two. And then 4 is to swap those two. And then 5 is to move this up here. And the idea is that I want these two to stay up there. I want those yellows to stay there. And then round 4 or round 5, I'll grab those 2 yellows. And then I'll get that red to heal. That means that I need somebody to turn red. Hold on. I think it might be too late. I don't remember what the order that was. But I might have misaligned these things. Okay. So we're gonna keep that orange there. We're going to unswap these two. Unswap those two. I think this is where we were. So I want a yellow patient now. So this is, I have 2 more left. And then I want to set it up to where I can get this red patient next time. And I have 1 more key point left. I'm just gonna swap these two because I can. Sure. Alright, so we're gonna call it that. The idea is that I want that red patient for next round to heal. They'll pay me for the next round. And then the last round, I'll have the colors I need based on what's left in the bag and what's left on the board. So these two are gonna be my oranges. I'm gonna get that orange and let them turn red. Oh no, I need, hold on. Yeah, I'm gonna get that orange and this yellow is gonna turn red. So this orange is gonna be orange. Next round, I'm gonna hold on to them. And then this is gonna turn to red. And then I need to worry about the yellows at that point, which I hope I have enough patience in the bag, but the puzzle will work out. The puzzle will work out. Just trust me. Trust me, bro. That's my source. Okay. All right, lots of magic going on there. So that's all 5 of my Q points. We're gonna add in more patience. More patient. A yellow or white. Cool. And we're only gonna heal this orange one. These ones are gonna stay. Okay. All right, so let's move on to our time. We're gonna do 1 time. And then everybody else is gonna stay. And then we're going to conveyor some stuff around. We're gonna move this doctor up here. Move this doctor down here. That's it. That's all we're gonna do. So we spent 1 time. Okay. Now we're gonna do our admin phase. Sorry, business phase. We're gonna do $22. So 20 for orange plus 2, since now I'm remembering it. It's gonna be 4, then 1, 2. So $22 for that. Healing. And I'm gonna leave those patients there like I talked about before. And now we talk about my expenses. My expenses are 1, 2, 3, 4, plus 6, so 10, minus 3, so 7. So $7 for my expenses. All right, now what do I need to do next round? Next round I need to build and get this functional. And that's gonna be a treatment room and a supply room. Oh, sorry, treatment room and a hub. And that'll get me done with that. I would like to build a conveyor to it, but I don't think I need to. And then this is gonna stay like it is. And I can get my staffing. I can get another orderly if I want to. I can get the red doctor and a nurse if I want to. I have a good bit of time, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I need 2 more doctors for sure. So I need at least 2 of those for the final round. So I think I'll buy 2 points. Is that a good move? 2 points? I mean, I got $12 left. I need 8 of those $12. So I have $4 after that. That can be conveyor, parking lot. Oh, speaking of parking lot, let me make sure our parking situation is good. I gotta make sure I qualified. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I should have had 11 cars. This is 4, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I'm missing 3. Okay. And now let's look at everything else. So where are my cars now? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So just one car can go away. Okay. We are good. Cars are good. I don't think I'm going to build any more sprawling hospitals. I would like to build another hospital over here. Maybe last minute I can do that. Actually, okay. Considering that, let me do this instead. Because I might build another hospital over here. I don't know if I will, but I could just to get the points. I mean, it's $4 for 8 points. Might be worth it. Might be worth it. $4 for 8 points is a really good exchange. Okay. So we're all done with that. Let us go ahead and move on to our... Oh, I was buying points, right? We said I wanted to buy... Yeah. So I'm buying $6 worth of points, so I get $4 back. 2, 3, 4. And this is all going to be unlocked. So I get 2 points. 1, 2. Cool. Move this down. Move this back up. Put these back in the bag. This one becomes orange. This one becomes yellow. This one becomes white. And this one becomes orange. Because of the room, and I get a victory point. Creeping points here. Creeping points. Okay. Cool. Glad we've established that. And everything sweeps. This is round 5. This nurse goes away. Cool, we're all good. Okay, oh, these get sicker. So this becomes orange. These two become yellow. So I need a yellow and an orange. Now keep in mind, I'm trying to incubate these patients so they can become a orange and red. And I will need a yellow patient for the final round. So knowing that information, I'm going to go ahead and focus on what I was doing. So I need to build capacity now. So we're going to do a build. And we're going to build our extra stuff up here. So we're going to build another functioning room. So it's going to be $8 total to do that. So I'm going to spend $10 to get back 2. Actually, I'm going to spend exactly $8. So 5 and 3. 2, 3, 5. And then I get to build a hub and a treatment room. So we're going to build the treatment room and the psychology hub, since we're going to have most in psychology. So that means that I need 1 more for those, and 1 more for there, and 2 more for there. So that's functional. Next round, excuse me, next round, I'm going to add in 2 patients. I do need both of those doctors, so we're going to do a hire. And we're going to hire the orange doctor first for $2. And then we will hire the orderly for $1. I don't know if it's worth hiring the orderly, to be honest. I mean, I can get a nurse instead. I think a nurse is more useful. Yeah, I'll get a nurse instead. So I owe the game $3 more. So I get $2 back. Okay. That was our hire. And now we add more patient. And then right now, I absolutely need to get that orange patient. Otherwise, I'm going to be in trouble. Also need to heal somebody this round. So I'm going to admit patients. And with that admit patients, we're going to do, let me think. gonna do 1, 2. Actually, yeah, 1, 2, and then 3, 4. I think that should be good. So what that's going to give me is it's going to give me my 2 oranges for round 6, my 2 reds, and then one of my 2 yellows. I'll be able to get another yellow. So I'll be able to establish this. And so I can put a yellow there and then get them for the last round. I gotta make sure I have enough spaces though. So this is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And then cars. So I need 15 cars. And this is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 3 more. Playing board games is fun because it makes you better at math. At least some forms of math, not all math. Okay, so I need to build a parking lot next round if I want to build another hospital over here. I don't know if I'll have the time for it though, to be honest. So 6, 7, 8, 15. Yep, okay, we're going to math. Okay, now we're going to add in our last 2 patients. 2 whites. So I will need another doctor in the last round. So that's good to know. And now we're going to our time. So with our time, we're going to have to bring these doctors in. Let's see, I want... I can let this orange become red. No, I can let this yellow become red, actually. So we're going to conveyor this doctor into this room. Conveyor this one out of it. And we're gonna have to admit this patient. So this is gonna be 1 time, then 2 for this doctor, 3 for this nurse, and then we're just gonna conveyor this. So I can either conveyor this doctor over here for $1 basically, or not. I conveyor them over, or move them into this room instead. I mean, I'm going to need them up here, so let me just conveyor. Oh, actually, I don't need all these doctors here, do I? So we're going to have this one conveyor and then step up there. So it's going to be 3 time total. So that's 1 for the orange, 2 for the nurse, 3 for the patient, and then 4. So 4 time total. 4 for the doctor going into that room. So 4 time. And I think that's all I'll spend. So we're gonna have a red doctor. We're gonna have enough nurses. Are we gonna have enough nurses? Yeah, we're gonna have enough doctors and nurses. Okay, we can handle this. I can hire the last nurse if I need to. So 4 time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. All good. All good, all done. So that's on with our time. Now we're gonna do our business phase. So we're gonna have this patient be healed for $34 because there's a park there. So 34. Two, 3, 4. Okay. And now we do our expenses. So my expenses are gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, plus 6, 10, minus 3, so 7. So my expenses are 7. And car-wise, I can get rid of 1 car. Sure. And now we have done that. Now we decide how many points we want. Let's see, do I have time to build this over here? So I need to build a parking lot, and then I need to build a functional hospital. So I need 2 builds. I'm not gonna be able to do that because I need 2 builds and a hire because I need that doctor to be able to accomplish this goal. This is gonna be yellow, red, red, orange, orange. So I need another yellow and I'll accomplish that goal. I'll be at max capacity. So I need to admit patients, hire doctor, and build once. So with that one build, can I build a functional hospital in time? I think the answer is no. So knowing that, I can do a conveyor instead, since I need to build and hire. Oh, sorry, since I need to admit patients and hire. Oh, although, no, hold on. If I hire 2, and then I admit 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, I have 4 spaces. So we can fit those. The question is, what do I want my build to be? Because I'm thinking about hiring the orderly on the last round, just to get the minus money, but the nurse is worth a point. The orderly's not. The orderly can buy me a point. The nurse is worth a point. Yeah, I think it's worth because this is not already cleared up and I can't just build builds. I'm not going to be able to build the third building to get 8 points. And you know, to be fair, well, no, okay, I was about to say, to be fair, I don't have to treat the patients, do I? No, I do. I have to treat the patients with this one on round 6. So yeah, building is available, but I can't build anything functional. That's the part that hurts. I'm trying to think if I can. No, I can't. It is impossible. I mean, I guess I can build to get like a park over here, or I can build a park there. Yeah, I can build a park here and then a parking lot on a spite. I don't need any more entrances. I got plenty of entrances. Only has space for 1 more anyway. But I can build a parking lot, and that'll give me another expense, but it'll give me $2 more. Actually, ooh. Sorry, not a parking lot, a park. A park would be good there, because that's going to give me, oh, okay, I like that idea. All right, so we got our moves figured out. That means that I need how much money? I need park, at least a park, and I want a conveyor. The reason why is so I can get this doctor out of here without wasting time. So park conveyor, so that's $4. And then I need to hire, so that's $8. So that's going to be 12. So I need $12 left over. I have 7. In order to get to 12, I need 5 more. So I'm going to convert this 25 into 5s. So we will do, I need $5 left. So it's $12 to do everything I want to build, which I can possibly build, which is a park and then a conveyor. And then hire. Yeah. I'm just trying to double check my math. It's 4, yeah, 12. So I'm gonna buy 7 points with $21. So 7 more points, please. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. And this money goes back to me. And now we do our rest of the stuff. So this doctor becomes yellow. This doctor becomes red because they're in the upgrade room, and I get a victory point for that. Not that high of a scoring game yet, but once I heal that last round is going to be a lot of points. It's going to be a lot of money. I mean, this orange becomes yellow. That red stays red. So these 2 yellows become orange. These 2 orange becomes reds, and this 1 white becomes yellow. So I'm going to, this white becomes yellow. These 2 yellows became oranges. And then those 2 oh my gosh, okay, hold on, let me not do it that way, because I gotta make sure to stay in the right box. While mathematically it makes sense, it's just I gotta make sure to stay in the right place, so don't screw up that. So we'll just do it the hard way. Just trying to be efficient with my piece placement. Okay, there we go. So those are replaced. These are replaced, and then this is replaced. So in this case, we need a yellow patient, which we will have, and we need it in psychology, and then we'll be good. And then I'll figure out the distribution of doctors. Ah, why did I put a red up there? I should have put the yellows down here to be more efficient, then I won't lose as much money. Oh my gosh, I'm such a silly goose. Fine. Because I have to pay a red upkeep out here. It'll be the same if I do a nurse or if I do a if I do a doctor out there. Because nurses are $1, and then for each level, it's the same cost. I planned poorly. Who'd have thought? No way. Impossible. So I have 2 red doctors, 2 yellow doctors, and then 2 white doctors that can have nurses. Okay, cool. So I'll be able to heal without too much of a headache here. Oh no, hold on. Will I not be able to make it? Hold on. So 2 reds, 2 yellows. Okay, I need 1 more nurse. Okay, I will need that. I will need that last nurse. All right. I was about to freak out for a second. I was like, can I not make it? Oh no. Batten the hatches. Okay. So we're gonna build, and we're gonna build a park and a conveyor. So we're gonna spend $2, $4 total. I'm gonna build a park and a conveyor. Build that there. Park. Park and conveyor done. So next, patients, both white. Now we're going to do a hire, and we're going to hire this red doctor and this nurse. So it's going to be $8, all our money left, like we planned it. It's going to be 2 more cars. And then I think our last 2 patients in the bag here. Yep, last 2. And then finally, we are going to admit patients. And we're going to admit this yellow one in psychology, and that's it. We're not going to admit any more. So we're done with that. No more patients in the bag. Actually, nope, no more patients in the bag. And that's it. So we have achieved our goal. We just got to puzzle it out now and figure out how much time it costs. Oh boy, it's going to be a lot of time. So we need 1 more car. Let's do our time. So we're gonna do 1, and then 2. And then let's get our doctors in the right place. So conveyor. Oh, I didn't think about that. Uh-oh. 3. Shoot. Okay, I'm gonna retcon this because it's convenient for me. I'm gonna put my conveyor here. So let's start over. So we did 1, 2. So 1, 2, and then this doctor 3. Then everybody else is conveyor. Okay, everybody's on conveyor belt. 3 times. And then everybody's in the right place. Everybody's staged correctly. Yes, 3. Okay. And then 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we're spending 9 time, because this is gonna go 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 8, 9, then conveyor up. Okay, so let's figure out how much money did I make. So 9 time, let me put that up on the board first. So I go from 20 to 29. Of course, it would be in the furthest corner. So 29 time, which is unfortunate, but hey, here we are. And let's heal our people. So we are going to be getting, let's do this one first. This is 40 plus 4 from here, 4 from there, so 48. So $48. 30, 40, then 8, 5, and 3 ones. 1, 2, 3. $48. And for this one, this is going to be 32 plus 12. So 32 plus 12, that's 44. Yeah, 44 plus 4, so 48. Oh, nice, another 48. Okay, so, all right, let me get the calculator out. 48. 48 plus 48 equals, I'm at $96, nice. So let me get 96 out here. This is 25, sorry, 50, 75, 75, 95 plus 1, 96. Okay, I'm at 96. And last two, these two, which is going to be 32 plus 12, so 44. So yeah, 44 to that. 140. So I will have $140. So this is 100, 125, then 100, 130, 140. So 140 is what that cost. Now we do our expenses, which our expenses are going to be a little bit expensive. So we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, plus, wait, yeah, 5 plus 6, so 11. And then 12, 13, and then 14, 15, 16, 17. So $17 minus 3, so it's going to be costing me $14. So here's 15, I get $1 back. And then I'm going to spend it all in victory points. So this is going to be, what is that, 126? So let's see, 126 divided by 3, it's going to be 42 points. I'll take my 42 points and run. 42 plus 22. 64. Yeah, 42 plus 22. Yeah, 64. All right, calculus to 64. I'm going to go with it. So 64. So 64. Okay. So we're at 64 points. All our money perfectly condensed, which is nice. And now that we've done that, we're going to do our downgrade stuff. So this red, oh no, I didn't have anybody put in there. This red becomes orange. This yellow becomes white. This white stays white. This yellow becomes white. And this red becomes orange. No more patients in my hospital, so nobody gets sicker. And that is a wrap. So we are all done on that. Nobody died, nothing else, nothing flip. So now we do our victory points. Let me get the app out here. So I start with a whopping 64 points, which is, I guess, not awful. I mean, that's like a pretty good position, I guess. So 64. And then I'm at minus, I'll do the minuses last. So 64, and then for points, I have 2 functioning hospitals. So we have 8. So plus 8. And then for everybody else, let's see, for everybody else, we're gonna have, it doesn't matter where they are. So this is 4. And then 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is going to be 8 plus 2. Sorry, yeah, 8 plus 2 is 10. This is going to be that. So I get 20 points from them. And then I get 4 points apiece for these, so that's 8 more points. And then for this room that's functional up here, I get 4. There's no room functional here, so just 4. And then I think I've already added that. So I think I subtract 9. my final score is, wow, that's a big score. Holy crap. 95 points, according to my calculations here. So 64 from the board, plus 8 from there, plus 20 from my doctors. Let's see, make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then this is 4, 8, plus 2, 10. Yep. And then my beds, I got, oh sorry, I got another plus 8 in here. Where's the plus 8 from? Hold on. Oh, plus 8 from these two. And then plus 4 from that. And then minus 9 from that. Okay, yeah, that's total. So my biggest score yet. Holy crap. So 96, I think that's what I said? 95. 95 points. And we played with my copy. Sorry, I'm adding all this stuff in. Play with the basement, which I'm telling you, the boiler room is pretty beast. The boiler room is pretty beast. Although, to be fair, not having to pay for that entire module, like, that's just absurd. Absurd, I'm telling you. Let me get a few pictures here. And yeah, so that's kind of rounding out the experience on that one. So I guess thoughts. So what? Well, actually, let me finish doing this here. Picture 1. Okay. Then picture number 2. Okay. Oh, did I have the right points? Hold on. Yeah, no, I did. 64. Yeah, that's right. Okay. So, yeah, let's go ahead and get down into the nitty gritty of talking about what we went through. So, playing. Also, I achieved a goal. That was pretty nice. I accomplished my goal. I forgot to count for that, but I did. But yeah, so kind of playing this one, I mean, I guess it's inconsequential. The goal that I was aiming for kind of set me up for having a really big score, because having $140 in the very last round, that converts perfectly into, what, 42 points or whatever it came out to. That's great. That's just like a massive boatload of points, which shows you that you can do some really cool stuff if you time it properly. And having the goal kind of forced me to play that way. But that goes a very long way to say that for the basement module, I mean, the basement module is kind of innocuous. Like, it's one of those, like, you can add into the game and it'll give you some flavor and some variety. I love the flexibility that it gave me of not having to pay for my floors, but I can also see this as being kind of a meh overall. So much so that I would argue that you can probably include this in the base game where you're teaching somebody how to play the game, and it wouldn't be too much of a fuss. I mean, all the modules in general, taken by themselves as they are very simple, very basic, very straightforward, that I think you can add just about any of them into the game without causing too much confusion for a brand new player. But the basement module by itself, I do see where some people say that it made the game more fun, more approachable, it made it more entertaining, made it more exciting for them. I did not use the locker room at all. I forgot it existed, to be honest. I could have used it a few times, but because I had the locker room plus the lab just ended up being more useful. The locker room would have cost me more time. So I just built a conveyor and just ignored that completely. But had I not had the lab, I would have been able to use the locker room 2 times. And that means I could have upgraded my doctors. It might have actually saved my bacon. One of the earlier times I was complaining or kind of fearful. Also, knowing that this exists now, I think I could have gotten away without having to have as many nurses. But then again, no, so I was about to say, then again, I would be down 1 point or 2 points from nurses, but not really, because when you upgrade a doctor to the next level, then you'll essentially get 1 point. The only drawback is if I take a white doctor and go from white to yellow in the very last round, then they go back down to white before the game is over. So it's really only beneficial if I have like a yellow or orange go through this room to become 1 level better, so they can go 1 level worse. I could have also juggled a little bit more with my doctors to make them higher levels so I can have more points towards the end of the game, but then I need more nurses. I mean, there's some cool puzzling that you can do. There's a lot of different approaches, but given how I ended up building my hospital, which is 2 functional hospitals or 2 functional clinics, and then them connected by the basement, that ultimately ended up working out about as what I needed. Like, it would have been nice to be able to like be super ultra optimized and do some weird, you know, building jujitsu to kind of get it to line up with many entrances. But I found, especially through playing this game so much, that once you have 4 entrances, 3 or 4 entrances, you don't need any more, because you're gonna either run out of patience or you're gonna just be wasting $2 or wasting an action. So it makes more sense that maybe instead of building one of these entrances, I should have built a parking lot, because then I could have made more points by spending my money that I had over here, by spending $5 in one build phase to basically get 8 extra points, because I would need to do a hub, a treatment room, and then I need to build a supply room for $1. So I could have traded $5 for 8 points, which the normal going rate for 1 point is $3. So that means that essentially those 8 points are worth $24. So I spent $5 to get $24. So I could have exploded it that way if I had planned better, but ultimately I didn't. And then also I didn't realize, I didn't pay attention to how early it was. But earlier, if I would have noticed that having 2 parks next to this one treatment room, if I would have done that, if I would have paid attention to that, I could have earned a lot more money early on. Also, just initially at the start of the game, I built that park and I forgot to use it for 2 rounds, and I healed like 4 patients. So that's $8 that I lost. And that $8 could have gone towards me actually building that second building, committing to that, me actually building some parking lots. I think I'd have ran into some spatial issues if I had done that in hindsight. But then again, we don't know until we see it, you know? So also, I could have totally used a build to flip this parking lot over and get one more parking spot. I mean, one more parking spot is not a ton, but being able to squeeze another car in there, sometimes that can be the difference. That can be the difference maker. Being able to admit a patient or get a doctor or do some cool stuff. Like here now I have 3 parking spots available. So it kind of snowballs and adds up quick. Overall though, on the module for the basement, or on this particular extension, I will say that I think it's fine. I don't think it's $24 fine, because this extension for extension 4 costs $24, $25. I think that's if you get it all on sale, or I don't know if that's MSRP. But I like what it adds to the game, and I agree that it kind of gives a little bit of fun and entertainment. But on the same token, I feel like, it's kind of meh. It's kind of meh, especially when you play solo as much as I do, because I think it gives you maybe a little bit more freedom than you would want. Now, if I had gotten Dr. Funksting's thing instead of getting the boiler room, that would change the game dynamic completely. So maybe it's just a boiler room that's actually really strong and really OP. Especially considering you could just build a 2-room hospital up, and if you have the 4th floor, you can even keep going and build your 3rd up there. And the goal that I had just meshed so well with this build that it just worked out in my favor. Also to the point to where I probably could have achieved, because I think I had the $200 goal. I probably could have gone for that goal, and I probably could have made it. Like if I just held on to $60 somewhere, somehow. Because for a few rounds I kind of cheaped out on admitting patients to build more stuff. And as a result of that, I didn't have enough patient income to make it to where I would have a coffer full of $200. But I think knowing what I know now about incubating patients and kind of setting yourself up to heal them all in the very last round, and getting parks set up like this, I could totally do this again. Also, I just noticed that if I had committing to build this here, like so, and just kind of spent the extra time to walk people over there to that room, or just walk them over here instead, then I would be able to use these double parks like twice whenever I heal 4 patients. So if I heal 4 patients, I'm getting the patient money plus I'm getting $16 per patient. So each patient is, oh no, that's not true. I'm getting $16. What? Math is hard. So treating a patient next to a park gives you $2 per park. So I'm getting $4 per patient. So I'm getting $16 extra total. So I'm treating 4 patients, getting patient money plus $16. And that can add up pretty quickly. I mean, $16 converts into 5 points, and I have $1 left over. So many different ways you can kind of think about this, many different strategies and approaches, and I kind of enjoy the puzzle that it gives. But as I stated before, I think a long time ago, and as I'll state every time I play this game, this is a solvable puzzle. Because it's a solvable puzzle, at least especially with just this one module with the base game, it's to the point to where playing it without a module for chaos, something like the events, something like some of the other modules that add chaos, like the virus one, it makes it to where the game becomes too predictable. So I think the basic module is good to add along with some other form of chaos to help the game be a little bit more varied and more variety, especially for somebody like me who plays solo. But if you're playing with other people, this will be fun because then you have more modules to choose from, and then there's a limited number. I think if you play with 2 people, you have 3 modules total. I can check the rules. Let me see. Don't quote me on that. The number of modules that you get is equal to, for each type of fewer. So for each type of double tile, put one fewer than the number of players and the modules. For a one-player game, instead take one of each type and then return a random one to the box. Put the remaining two near the other available modules. Yeah. So if you play a two-player game, then you put one fewer than the number of players near each. Okay, so if you play a two-player game, you have one of each module. I think that's what it's saying. If you have a three-player game, you put two of each module. Okay. I hope that's what it's saying, because that's what I interpreted it as. But in that case, that means that if your opponent gets one of the modules before you get one of the modules, then they get one and you don't get that one. So your puzzle is going to be different from their puzzle. So I think in a two-player game, it adds that chaos factor to make it more fun. But if you're playing solo, I think the basic module, you need some kind of random, some kind of other source of chaos to help keep the game varied and keep you on your toes. Otherwise, it becomes too easy. Like, if I just get the boiler room every time, I can literally just do this every time. Maybe this plus urban design would be fun, because urban design tells you to build your building in a specific way. And then you got to figure, okay, how can I fit my boiler room to make the urban design efficient? Or how can I use the gym to connect my urban design things to be efficient? So there's some neat stuff. Like maybe the basement plus the gift shop will be fun, because then you can have a gift shop tunnel set up, and then you can have, like, you know, your guests coming through the gift shop, and you can have your patients coming through the entrances down here. There's a whole plethora of things you could probably do. All right, cool. I think I've blabbering enough. I'm going to go ahead and end the video there, because we have gone on for probably about 2 hours for something very simple, straightforward, like this module. But thank you all very much for watching. Let me know what things you liked or didn't like about this particular module. Apologies for the random skip in the middle. Like I said, my recording situation decided to take a vacation for a moment, and I had to recall it and get the recording going. So that's it for this video. Thank you all for watching. Hope you all enjoyed it. And as always, I will see y'all whenever.